So welcome back to the channel, everyone. So on today's episode, I want to prove or see, are bass a creature of habit? Let's find out. So I want to see if I go to the same body of water at the same time and use the same presentation, will I catch bass in the same location in the same way? Let's find out. So we are in the same exact location at the same time. We are using the fatties in green pumpkin with a 1/16 ounce weight. This is exactly what we did yesterday to start along the bank. I want to see if we're going to catch the same bass, or at least other fish in the same area. Even the weather conditions are the same right now. So there's a little bit of overcast, there's very little wind right now. There is a possibility of storms later, so we're gonna see if we can catch fish in the same location. So one thing that is different, and that is the water temperature. It is about a ½ degree warmer, but we're doing the same presentation, same location, same time, and it's the same weather right now as yesterday when we were out here. So I do have a lot of surface activity in the same area, but I'm on my 6th cast and still nothing yet. But I'm gonna figure I'm gonna give it at least a 30 to 40 foot range of the same bank is what I'm going to cover. And let's see, hopefully there will be a fish on this bank. As always, right now, even though we're not fishing the monthly for KBF, we are still contributing any fish that we catch to the Catch 22 challenge for the year. I think, like I said, that ends either December 22nd or 23rd of this year. So I'm still in 2nd place. I think we're out of it by about 24 inches. The person who was in 1st place technically on the board, it's got like 500 and some inches. I mean, we know it's bogus because he's got input in it. He's caught in fish for 75 inches. So that's probably a total for the day, just not one fish. So obviously right now on Fishing Chaos, he's got a challenge on that whole entry. So I'm not even counting him. So if you take him off the leaderboard, it's putting me in 3rd place in the leaderboard right now. But if you take him out of it, I'm in 2nd place. So I'm hoping I can at least get that accomplished this year. So we got a lot of fishing left, and I know I'll keep improving that throughout the year. Basically, the more you fish, the more odds you have of improving that score, obviously. And everyone watching this video right now, you all can sign up. You all can sign up for the Catch 22. There's still plenty of time left, and it goes towards veteran suicide awareness and helps foundations, help these men and women cope with the thoughts of suicide, and gives them somebody to talk to, prevent that from happening, which we don't want anybody to kill themselves over anything, via PTSD or anything that they've been through while they were serving in the military for us and keeping us free and safe over here. There's a lot of things that people see over there that they just can't erase, and you can't really erase any of the thoughts that you see or images that you might have seen while in action. But some people are able to cope with it differently than others. So I'm getting a little bite. It's definitely a good little way to raise money for that, and it's for a great cause, and you get to go fish, and if you make the 22 fish challenge for the year, you're gonna get, I think Chad's doing like dog tags for us. I think he was gonna do coins originally, but he's changed it to dog tags, if I'm not mistaken. There's a picture of him on the website or on his Facebook or Instagram page that you can check out. right, fish on. Not that big, but man, he was pulling the drag. I think my tip's wrapped up. So, I decided to pull off the bank about 10 feet in the same area by a little bit of other pieces of structure, and there's fish here. Caught the same way. So, you know, I'm within a, not a super huge one, I'm within a, you know, 30 foot along the bank by 30 foot off the bank area, and there is fish still here in the same area. So obviously that shows you that the same area will hold fish from day to day, you know, with the same weather conditions. I don't know if this one's big enough. Yeah, it's not there enough. So let's take a picture of this bad boy. We got about 12.5 inches. Get him back in the water, and that is fish number 1. Yeah, we got 12.5. All right, buddy, we'll get you back. So what I'm currently doing is I'm checking my list of my 22 fish, and the smallest fish is 15 3/4. So that is what I'm going to need to keep improving on. So that last fish of 12.5 or 12 1/4 or whatever it was is not going to work anyway. So we need fish bigger than 15 3/4. So basically we need 16 inches or bigger, you know, to improve. That fish ain't counting for anything, but it's still fish to have on, to be caught for the day, but it's not contributing to our catch 22. But it is showing, the reason why that was pulling so much drag is because I was wrapped around my tip there. That shows you within the same area, same time, same presentation, we are still catching fish within the 30 foot radius of where I was yesterday. Now they were right on the bank yesterday holding on a piece of structure, so right now it's a little different, but we are still within the 30 foot radius, and we are going to throw right back out, and we're about, I would say probably about 30, probably about 35 feet offshore, so I'm out there a little bit farther, but we're in the same area, same time, and it shows you that there is activity over here. Do you guys hear that? Exactly. Besides the birds chirping and making their noise, it is so peaceful on the water this morning. Okay, we're gonna go on to presentation number 2. 7:15, same time as yesterday, same location, and it was basically a 5 to 6 foot depth, you know, structure underneath the water, and we ran right on top of it with a crankbait, and we caught 2 fish. And it's pretty much right in front of us within like a, I would say, the 50 to 70 foot radius. All right, fish on. All right, this will definitely help improve our score. Let me get my mask off so I'm not muffled, but that proves to you right there that you can hit the same area, same time, same weather conditions, and catch fish in that area. Let's get him measured up, and then we'll keep fishing. 16. Coming at you. As you can see, I went over the same structure as I did yesterday. You can see underneath here you got your bushes and stuff, and maybe another floating bush or a little small gator, but that's where I caught that fish just now. It bumped, and I think he's right down there in that little pocket, and he came up and got it. Okay, so we're gonna move on from those 2 spots. So yesterday, within 2 hours, I caught 4 fish, 2 on the Texas rig worm and 2 on the crankbait. Today I caught 2 within 2 hours, and 1 on the worm, 1 on the crankbait. So we're gonna use that same presentation around the rest of this lake. We are going to tie in another deeper crankbait. So right now, like I said, we're in about 5 to 6 feet of water. We're going to go out here. We're going to fish some 7 to 8 to 10 feet of water. So we'll tie in some deeper diving crankbaits for that. And we'll still run along the bank and around lily pads and weed beds with the worm as well today. So let's see if we can keep improving our catch-22 score for the rest of the day, and stay tuned and hope you guys enjoy. So it has slowed up very, very substantially. We have not caught nothing since those 2 bass this morning. It's been about 2 hours and we kind of perused around the lake and still nothing. So we're back to our original spot this morning. We're going to try here for a couple hours and see if we can get a couple more on the line. Guess we got a bowfin, guys. It's my first one, actually. Never caught one before. Not trying to catch him either. Guess we're gonna need our pliers for this one. That was a very subtle bite too for a larger fish. Yeah, he's got lots of teeth. There's your bowfin. So we'll get him unhooked and back in the water. Alright guys, there's my first bowfin. Away he goes. So the recap for today, I wanted to prove that if you go at the same time, use the same presentation, have the same weather condition, and go to the same location, bass are a creature of habit. They will stay in that same general location and they will go after your lures. Now the bite turned off today as soon as the weather started warming up. You know, as soon as the sun rose, probably about 9 o'clock, there was like nothing left. I did catch that bowfin, which was an unwanted guest, but you know, I believe that if you go out early before the sun comes up, you know, at dusk, and you get your fishing done by like 10 a.m., that's when you're gonna catch and be most productive for your fishing for the day. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys like this video. Stay safe, and until next time, I'll catch you guys on the water. Thanks for watching.